Hello everybody, hi everybody. I bring to your attention the second part of the warehouse with collections of silver painting. If you haven't seen the first part, watch the previous video. And I'll start telling you a little bit about what's already been sold. We put up for sale this cowboy hat in this case for $150, and the very next day we received an offer for $140. And for this amount, that's what we sold it for. And 2 days before the release of the first part, I posted a photo of this case on my Instagram page with the question, what's inside? And to my surprise, I got the right answer exactly quickly enough. The winner was Sidgay. Sidgay, congratulations, a t-shirt in size XL is being sent to you. And we continue on. Let's see what else is inside. Oh, it's Lalique. Lalique France. Lalique is a really cool company. Very popular French Lalique glass. Here, let's say the figures at the auction are sold for $300, and here is $207. 21 bet. Such 4 cups for $100. As for the expensive things that were sold, here is a vase, for example, for $21.50. Here is the same for $2200. Here are such products for $2500, and there is a Lalique glass lamp on the wall. There are 2 pieces in the set that were sold for $2,800, although it is written that the retail price is $5,300. And here is a vase for $4,000. The vase is over $4,300, but such a lamp was sold for $14,500. And vases are put up for sale for $23,000, lamps for $30,000, watches for $50,000. And this is an emblem from a car for $176,000. That's why it's always nice when the Lalique glass comes across, because this time the find is not so cool. Here at the auction, such a vase was sold for $41, but she's a little beaten up. Therefore, I think that the whole will be sold for $70 or even $80 maximum. No, nothing special, it's silver. Here's some silver cufflinks. What kind of art is this? An egg? It's in a house. How's it like that? It's something like that. These eggs, what can you expect from them? Well, look at how many different ones there are. $65? $65. That is 5 of these pieces are worth $65. In general, eggs are always at this price. Alright, let's take it off. In general, this set costs $65. Shall we try it? Maybe it was a long time ago. Should we try to get it more expensive? If not, another embroidered blanket. Blanket's good. Or what kind of shoes do you think this is? Gucci. Better. These are especially made in Mexico. Well, I have some Mexican boots. Dunpost, Texas. Are you going to lure them in? D squared. Made in Italy. Quite a popular, expensive product. The shoes are in great condition, so we put them up for $150, but I think the real price is around $100. Oh, it's like Puss in Boots. You're gonna go tap dance. Rio sub Mercedes. This is a cool $2,200 bar stool that 25 people are tracking. And here are the boots, pure crocodile, for $3,000. And there are $4,500, and then some that are on there for $20,000, but we didn't get anything like that. So the ones that we caught will go from around $70 to $150 per pair. Whoa. And I've got Shakespeare too. 1925. Well, listen, a good collection. I think that we can sell it pretty well. Put it right on eBay to sell it. And it turned out that this was not as expensive as it seemed. Here it was sold at an auction for $70, and here it was for $78. Well, I think this is already for wine, yeah. Well, one just like glass like that, and ale's kaput. And here's the continuation. Candlesticks. This whole company is also quite popular. Clay products. Here are some vases for $70. Such were sold for $120, and such a jug is already for $280. Such products are sold for $450, and they put them up for $500 and even for $1,400. But there is one product for $3,800 and even for $8,000. I do not know if it is realistic to sell for something like that. And then the list includes such products for $2,100. It's not whole, but it's just a vase. Rogers. And this is another firm. Yeah, this one's really... Yeah, it's definitely... They love them, listen. Made in USA. Oh, look what it is. Hull. Okay, there's a lot of dishes over here. Some kind of everything is quite vintage. It's like vintage. I think they probably collected it. And here's some kind of chandelier. What kind of chandelier? It's unclear. Okay. Well, I'll give it to the experts. More. It's beautiful, yeah. What are you walking down the corridor and chasing these boxes? It's like curling. And the box went. Reed and Barton, too. Oh, and here's a martini glass. Really beautiful dishes. And here's some kind of art. Diane Arbus, September 1980. Diane Arbus was a famous photographer, born in New York in 1923, and so books and posters with her photos are exhibited for $120, $170, $200. Such a poster from 1980 as we found is on sale for $500. If you look at how much was sold, $56, $60, and a similar poster as we found from 1980 was sold for $8. That's the difference. How much is exposed and how much is sold. Therefore, it is always necessary to look at how much was sold for. This is some kind of poster. In general, there's a lot to sort out. What kind of art is here? I don't understand it. It was transported from Paris, Philadelphia. From Paris, that's where he moved from. Here. A man came from Paris himself. Oh, look at this. It's a pillowcase. I think it's a pillowcase, yeah. Versace, yeah. 2 times Versace. That's unclear. Well, what an interesting towel. Or is it not a towel? No. It's a tablecloth. Ah, it's Versace too. Maybe a tablecloth or maybe a scarf, but it's all we know is it is a very dense fabric. It goes for $125, $180, $250, and an even used one was sold for $500. And these vintage shirts are sold for $900, and such a silk one for $112.50. Atelier Versace. Looks cool. More Versace. Well, this is a pillowcase. You want it for yourself? What are you going to put it on your pillow? Don't you want Versace? And the next day, we put up these pillowcases for sale. The pillowcase was delivered for $300, and we received an offer of $200 for it. It was sold the next day for $200. Is this Susby? It's a catalog, like you get before an auction. They make catalogs. We had a few of them here. Don't we? We have a bunch of them, yeah. Or similars, yeah. Well, we often come across stuff like that. We usually don't even get much for them. Yeah, just like $3,500,000 is worth a plate. Carpets. Yeah, we don't really look at carpets either. $60,000. Yeah. Some stamps, yeah. For $700,000. Also Versace. And then what's this? It's sealed by Sotheby's. And Sotheby's catalogs are also selling well. The same one we found would have sold for $125, so we took this catalog, added the rest of the brochures to it, and put it up for $150. Because I found some carpet. It was in the same place as the Versace. Some kind of throw, I don't know. For $600,000. Yeah. Okay, did you find the stamps? Everything's interesting, right? He likes the unit. He's pleased. He says they've got a good storeroom. Stamps. And this is an album to collect the stamps. But for some reason, it's empty. And here are the stamps, too. So in this, it is not silver, unfortunately. If it was silver, by weight, it would have been possible to pass and get somewhere up to, $2,000. Very heavy. Another pass. Coins. Huh. The popular American Eagle silver coin sells from $20, but sometimes the price goes up to $20,000. I don't think it's some kind of super rare, but maybe not $20. Okay, so what do we have here? Whoa. Although, come on. Another box? You haven't got it yet? Here they are. silver, but yeah, it's like that. Here's some knives that could be, yeah, knives. Well, it's silver. Another knife. We got some coins here. These products are sold somewhere for $30 and somewhere for $65. No. It's silver plated. Another palm tree from this set. Or there are a lot of them here. Or and this one's not empty. Or well, there are some patches in here. Wow. How do you know what kind of stripes there are? Have you seen them in stamps, by the way? Lots of stamps. Washington. Open it. I mean, there has to be something in there. There are a lot of these patches. A lot of stamps. British, Hungarian, Finnish. In general, they're distributed by envelopes. Netherlands. More boxes. It's silver. Silver. What kind of box is this? Another collection. Stripes. Icons. Vintage photos. So it's kind of unclear what's going on here. Oh, and here's something here. Something heavy. Look at that box. Derby. Not silver. Anything inside? These Derby boxes, they're not silver, but they are silver plated. And here they're sold somewhere for $50 and somewhere for $16. Okay, I'm gonna look here where there's silver inside. This is silver. Oh, look, $9.25. Yeah, but it's still 925 millimeters. Mexico silver. Yeah, it weighs a lot, kind of. Coins, also silver. Well, this is pretty. And Eugene took these silver items home and cleaned them. And such a plate turned out to be such a plate, and such jewelry turned out to be jewelry like this. And such a bracelet weighs 75 grams, they put it up for $300. And a bracelet weighs 100 grams, also put up for $300, although the real price is anywhere from $150 to $200. So just let them stand up there for $300, and then we'll see what happens. Oh, that's some opera tickets. Paris. 114 euros. That was some money. Okay. More palm trees. English. It's England. Evesham tableware is popular tableware. Here the set was sold for $300, and here 55 units were sold for $450. We got 54 plates, and we put them up for $550. Well, maybe $350 is what we'll get for it. Some kind of dishes. In general, there's a whole nother box sold for all the dishes. Silver, not silver. We'll have to sort it out later. $2 from 1976. Alright, let's look at this. I keep thinking one of these boxes turned out to be a 4-layer covering, like laminate or something. And this must be the ground molding. Well, let's look at what else we have. There's a couple of boxes at the top, and here's another big box. And what is this? Otherwise, we're not going to get around to it. And we came across a box like this with Van Brugel vases. In general, the products of this company are bought very well. Here, one cup at auction was sold for $20, here another one for $220, and a pig for $230. And here are such seemingly nondescript vases of $1,000, and also like ordinary vases, but sold for $3,000 a piece. Here are some similar vases, those we came across. Those were sold for $40, and considering how many of them that we have, in principle, you can get good money. This is pretty old. What is this? This is very old. We need to... Yeah, we're going to have to show that to the experts. I have no clue at all. For me, it's just more like a glass stand. Okay, and there might be some other vintage stuff here. We need to carefully review. Valentine cards. Yeah, and the vintage pieces like this can be popular with collectors. And so that way they're willing to pay for them. But they're in such a state that it'll be necessary to be very careful with them. And this is a diary for a 5-year-old from 1941 to 1945, right during the war years. Alright, we'll review it later, okay? That's it. Now we're going to open the last box, take the paintings quickly straighten them, we'll leave because we're late. These are good units. They suck and time passes with them unnoticed. And you can stay for 5, 6, 7 hours. You just want to poke around. Open, watch, evaluate, search, however much it costs. Okay, here we got a whole box here. We'll roll out their shells. Also such dishes. And here it's made out of wood, right? And then this we didn't even look at it. Is it made of plaster? It's a pretty thing. It's some kind of polymer. Well, this could be something interesting. Yeah, it's a little bit damaged. Some of the nails sticking out. Well, and it's pretty old. This one's just messed up. Apparently they tested their paints or brushes and here on that board and then it was sold. Something big? It's almost a clean canvas. There's a little ink spilled there at the bottom. Or it's some kind of art that we don't really understand. Or just, we don't get it. So, and here's another picture. It's glass. Or in general, it's plastic. Maybe it's some sort of double paned window or something just a big red one. Maybe it was a showcase in Amsterdam, Red Light Street. But later it turned out that this was such a designer countertop for a large kitchen dining table. Okay, that's it. Finished. Let's take it out and we'll see what we got. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well there's the first one and the second one. There are two of them, it turns out. Well, the silver, good dishes, paintings, I don't know, maybe we'll try to sell a couple, but the rest... What the owner himself drew, it's unlikely. What do you guess? Put a like. You get his repertoire. He needs to like it, and then in the evening get up a cold bottle of beer. Plus Gucci, plus Versace, plus silver. We need to check out the silver. Well, in general, plus this, plus that, plus that. And that's how it turned out. We didn't evaluate the stamps yet, and we haven't evaluated the paintings, but we found some more jewelry in the boxes, and what we were able to estimate turned out to be more than $4,000 clean. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I wish everyone the best of health. Take care of yourselves. See y'all.